Hurricane Maria hit Puerto Rico on September 20th as teams were preparing for the postseason. Players from the island were all left wondering how their families were doing, while still having to show up and play ball. These are their stories, in their own words.
When I first heard Hurricane Maria was going to hit Puerto Rico, I felt extremely scared about my family and the people in the island.
Just watching TV and seeing how big it was, I was scared. So, all these thoughts came up to mind and none of them were good.
My first thought was, this is real. This is gonna hit hard.
When I saw what happened to Puerto Rico, I felt devastated. My first thought was my family.
I was a little bit worried about my family and friends, but I at the same time have hope in God.
That's the first time I felt useless in my life. I was able to connect with them for a little bit the first few hours, but after that, I wasn't able to.
We saw the nature of the devastation there. We felt that we need to do something.
I knew I have to do something because my family was in need and a lot of people in Puerto Rico was hurting.
Because we help. That's what we do. It's in our DNA. When people are in need, we roll our sleeves and we help people.
During the off-season, Puerto Rican players and coaches dedicated themselves to bringing supplies, smiles, and most importantly, hope to those who are still struggling in the storm's aftermath.
I arrived in Puerto Rico after the season was over. I immediately went to see my family and the town where I grew up. It was good to see familiar faces, but there was a lot of work to be done.
We immediately went to the countryside. We knew that people need the hope. To bring joy back to the island, my wife and I, we did a toy drive. We bring Christmas, we bring happiness to the kids, and it was a great experience.
I arrived in Puerto Rico in October. I immediately went to my hometown of Caguas. To bring joy to the island made me feel like I was part of something bigger than myself.
Made me feel happy, feel proud of my island. To the young kids, gonna smile again.
To bring aid and joy to the island made me feel extremely happy and extremely blessed.
For me to be home and roll my sleeves and help out, I was blessed. The most important thing is that we understand that it starts with us. We have to work, help each other, and keep fighting. Hopefully, sooner rather than later, we'll go back to normal.